They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Darren Lee there to get him down. And we look now at the Lions offense.
Running back Kerryon Johnson was drafted out of Auburn in the 2nd round in 2018 to become the Detroit Lions' lead running back, something they haven't had in a long time. In fact, in 2018, he ran for over 100 yards in a game in September, the first Lions back over 100 yards.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic, this is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Time to check the defensive starters here for Kansas City. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Second and 5 now. Stafford eluding the pressure right. James has got it. Complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 22 yards there. A first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football.
Still 2nd down.
Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, here's Stafford. Flush to his right. Now the Detroit Lions hit pay dirt.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This Be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A reminder coming up tonight, a tough ticket in New Orleans. The Cowboys in town to take on the Saints on Sunday Night Football. Then tomorrow night, Charles and I, we go to Pittsburgh. Bengals and Steelers, two teams, well, they don't like each other very much. That's well documented. That starts at 8:15 Eastern as we close out the month of September. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Riddick with a carry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. It's complete to Williams. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He couldn't hook up with Amendola there, and it's second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, shame on them, Coach Davis. They went against your advice. They threw the football, and now they're backed up to punt this away.
They're actually fortunate. They went against my advice, but they didn't turn it over, right? No takeaway for the defense. They'll punt it now. They probably could have gained a few yards if they ran it, though, and helped out with field position.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Hill on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing is Stafford. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford looking deep now for Amendola. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Amendola, he was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The final shot before the break, Stafford. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 22. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Forced out to his left. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. First down, Detroit. 16 yards on the pickup.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. And this play was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
The first down carry here for Johnson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Play action. Stafford under a heavy rush, and down he goes. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the third phase, but you see here it can be the first phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go back to Reddick. And an alley to run. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5 all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So deep trouble here, backed up to their own 1-yard line for 2nd and long. From the end zone, Stafford. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers, too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Anthony Hitchens, 2nd in the AFC in tackles last year, there to bring him down. Again, it's Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Stafford. He'll in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And they're looking at And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll run for it with Hyde. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Carlos Hyde, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
They have the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So Stafford and the Lions now down 14-7. A minute 25 to play. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a 1st down.
Ready? Blue 60. Hey, check. Double time. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
Stafford sliding out of the pocket. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Stafford out to his left. Thomas has got it. Complete. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them in bounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Get ready.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Here we go.
Now it's Stafford. Rolling to his right. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's James. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 2 choke plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. On the move to his left. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good pickup there at 22. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Stafford now to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They run. It's Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson finding the end zone on the game's final play as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
Well, there's no doubt they just seized the momentum with that one. They can go ahead and kick the extra point here and ride that home wave on into overtime.
Now for the all-critical extra point. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now for the all-critical extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Johnson, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First throw in overtime for Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure, he's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, He's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Watch out for Hill on the return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. Their defense did its job. Got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Go, Lou, Eddie! That's right, baby.
Now Riddick. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. What can Mahomes do now with his overtime drive? He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And do you believe this? It's a safety, and the ball game is over. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that?